Morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, December 6th, and today we will cover the trades for the Defiance High Income ETFs, QQQY and JEPY. So what you see on the screen is QQQY. I grayed out all prior dates that we already covered on previous videos. So if you're curious about those, just go back to my the playlist for the QQQ for the Defiance holdings. So if we look at the 12.5, which obviously was yesterday, we had, where is it? Okay, so we we closed the day at 1751, and that's the QQQY price. It went up 0.23%. Comparably, if we look at the index closed at 0.24%, pretty much identical. Now, as far as the contracts, we had 3 different sets of contracts, all with a strike price of $15,880. So our break even was $15,808, and we had to get above that to make any money. So if we look at the index close price, it's $15,877.71, which is above the break even but below the strike price. So it's not 100% profit, but it's still in the profit. And if you want to see how much profit, you can see how much we made on the open, column E. We made $72 per share, $75.40 per share, $75.20 per share, in the per contract on the right, on the left. But look how much it cost to close. Oops. Basically nothing, right? $229. So, the $75 price was amazing as it was because the implied volatility was higher, and we basically paid nothing to close it. So yesterday was a great day for QQQY. Moving on to the right. And by the way, I'm talking a little lower than usual because it's at the crack of dawn at the moment, but they did not post these holdings last night before I was going to bed, so I don't have a choice. The intrinsic value for those funds were, around $40, and the extrinsic was a nice chunk, over $30 a piece. But anyway, if you look at the sell to open, we made over $1 million, and then the buy to close, we only paid like $30,000 or so. So profit loss bucket, we still made in the end over $1 million on December 5th. Just, amazing stuff, which, it put us in the credit of $80,000. Awesome day. Now, moving on to the new positions that they made, and they expire 12/6, which is today. 3 sets of contracts, 50 contracts, 41 and 63, all with the same strike price of $15,900, which is 0.14% in the money, which is a little less than usual. Well, they kind of go all over the place. At least it tells you like they're thinking. It's not just always the same percent in the money. And again, my number is based on the close price. It's not based on the actual price that they traded on. So it could be a different percentage in the money. So anyway, where do we want the NASDAQ to end today? We want it to be above 15,845, which is the highest break even of the 3. And the strike price is 15,900, so we really want it above that. I would take it at that or slightly above, be perfect. Obviously, you take it above the break even, it's still a win. So keep an eye out for that. The NASDAQ is priced at 15,877.71 at the moment, so we got this. Moving to the right, intrinsic. Again, intrinsic value is the difference between the strike and the current price, and then the extrinsic is supposedly what they're paying us. Sometimes they pay us a little more though, as you can see from last month, but the extrinsic value here was very valuable. You can see 36, 35, 32. The amount, if you highlight all 3 of these, oh my God, sometimes doing this on the phone is crazy. You see the sum on the bottom, 879,000. That's a nice chunk to make. So adding into the running total, we have 959 thousand, almost $1 million. So we're back in the game for QQQY. We were in the hole for a little bit, but we're back in the game. Change in cash and treasuries, 890,000, mainly because we did make income, and then there were more outstanding shares. But again, cash and treasuries are, does it really matter at this point? I'm actually considering, maybe just not covering it, because I'm not sure if there's interest in that, to be honest. So you guys can let me know. So outstanding shares, like I said, increased 13,675,000. Total income 959,000, which would come to a payout at this current moment of 7 cents per share. Annualized yield will come to 4.81%. Average daily premium a penny a day. Average daily yield 0.08%, not at the 0.25% that they strive for, but they're working on it. Wins and losses, 5 versus 4, so they're back in the win. More wins than losses now. Extrinsic income alone, take that alone, we're looking at 2.7 million income with a 20-cent payout at the moment. So far so good. Again, this spreadsheet just breaks down the intrinsic net versus extrinsic, and then the total, all income, and then the low versus high. This is kind of irrelevant until the end of the month. And then this breaks down with premium outgo, and it just shows the price comparison to make sure it makes sense, based on how much income was made, and per share, and then how much the price changed. But that matters more towards the end of the month. And then obviously I have this. I kind of filled in December. This will show you the true breakdown, but it only matters when they make the payment. So we can see how much, NAV appreciated or depreciated. So that's QQQY. In summary, they had 3 wins yesterday, and now we have 3 contracts open. So hopefully we get 3 more today. Looking at JEPY. Okay, I grayed out the prior. As mentioned, JEPY price went up 0.28%. The index for JEPY, which is SPX, went down 0.06%. And that will be because of, options. So let's look at the contracts. We had 2 sets of contracts, 177 and 29. And the goal was for, to be above the break even of 45.64, or even the strike price of 45.80. The index closed at 45.67.18, column J. So that is above the strike just barely. It's above the break even just barely. So what does that mean? It means we're still in a profit. So if you look at the close price, it's a little higher, but it's still below what we, the open price. So the open price credit is greater than the close price debit, which means we won. Scrolling to the right, how much did we win? If you go to the sell to open and the buy to close amounts right here. Oh my God. Doing this on a phone is always fun. We show a 78,418 profit, which is awesome. And that adds to the running total. So we ended the day realistically at 322,000 income. Then they added 2 additional sets of contracts, 178 and then 29. This has a strike price of 45.75 or a break even of 45.62. The SPX is currently at 45.67. So we'd like it to close above the break even. That way we win again. We just want to keep winning. Let's not get greedy here. Let's just keep winning. Intrinsic and extrinsic value. Obviously, these numbers much smaller than the QQQY because this fund's not as big, but intrinsic 782, extrinsic about $5. And we're looking at about 270,000 income for the day if they do 100% profit. But if I add that to the running total, we have $597,000 in income so far. Cash and treasuries went up 32,000. Nothing really crazy to talk about there. But outstanding shares, they did go up about 100,000. And so, like I said, total income 597,000. Total distribution, 11 cents. Again, that's based on all income. Annualized yield comes to 7.6%. Again, this is as of today. We still have the whole month to go. Average daily income, 2 cents a day. Average daily yield, 0.13%. We got to hit that 0.25%. You know they want it. So, and as you know, they could go more in the money just to try and hit that if they see it as a bullish market. Wins losses though, 6.2. So that's looking pretty good. And extrinsic income is 756,000 or 14 cents per share so far. Again, this tab is kind of irrelevant until we get closer to the end of the month. Then it gets a little more fun because it's like, ooh, what are we getting paid? What are we getting paid? So, I'm not going to really cover these tabs until we get closer. I did add month end though, and this will be filled in starting December for this fund as well. And by the way, per request, I did make a video covering how not only this spreadsheet works, but also the YieldMax spreadsheet works. That video will be posted on Saturday, I believe at 2 p.m. And I will attach that video to my daily videos going forward in case the current or new viewers are kind of confused, because I do rush these videos. I do them fast, but I just want to get to the point and then move on, right? I just want to cover how we did, where we stand for the current day, and that's it. But if you want to see what every field on the spreadsheet, every single field on the spreadsheet means, I will post that video Saturday at 2 p.m. And by the way, today is YieldMax declaration date. It's a big day. Big day for me. I got some videos to make. Took off work, so stay tuned for those, all right? Anyway, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. And that's it. If you enjoyed it, click like. Any questions, leave in the comments. Have a great day. Later.